Hello, it is MattiAce. So I've been playing TR a lot lately, and to be perfectly honest, I'm a little bit fed up with it, and I decided to play a bit more Vanu, so especially now since my first and only booster has expired. A lot of people have pointed out imbalances on servers. I am one of the people who think it is a massive problem, and for a long time the balance on Cobalt has favored NC, but lately I have to admit it has actually favored us on TR. Not really sure why, but we have lately seen a lot of alts from other servers. The alts that I've seen are of course the alts on Vanu and NC. The pilot I'm fighting here is an NC player from Cirrus. He has decided to try out TR here on Cobalt. And to all of you pilots who are unfamiliar with the other factions than your main faction, it is quite tricky to switch from one ESF to another. And well, it's the same for me. Well, not really the same. I have been flying the site quite a bit. I just haven't been flying it lately. So about this video, all of this footage that is in this video is from the same day. It is right after my booster that I talked about was expired and after the double XP was over. So just want to point out that like in all air-to-air combat and I guess all other combat as well, or almost all other combat in Planetside 2, most of these engagements are not fair. That's how it is. And when I started out flying here, I tried to solo a bit and overextend, but I always found myself alone against 4 or 5 or even more aircrafts, and it was just not doable. That's why we decided to stick together from 3 to up to 5 pilots at the same time. But being that we are almost always flying over enemy controlled territory or in an area where a big enemy attack is going on, we need to mostly keep a high altitude so we don't take too much damage from the ground. Flak and lock-ons is of course the biggest threat, but even small arms fire and especially the Basilisk is really dangerous to aircrafts.
Come on, is he gonna make it? Nice.
Yeah.
So sometimes you do a lot of damage to an enemy target and somebody else gets the kill. This is where I reap the reward of somebody else's hard work. The fact of the matter is this happens all the time, especially if you fly with hottest. Well, it happens all the time. Yeah, doesn't really matter who you fly with. So just like on all servers, there is a bit of pilot rivalry going on, and some of you guys probably didn't expect to see this. Me helping Revolver as it's being attacked by a Reaver. Yep, you're welcome. And today I actually had the impression that some Aussie pilots are probably not used to be fired upon. And it is of course a big difference whether or not your opponents consider you a big threat when they see your name in the ESF hovering above them. Whenever I fly with a fake name, something that is not associated with me, I take a lot less lock-ons and a lot less flak. And I'm also being attacked and targeted a lot less. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of other pilots have done the same thing and experienced the same difference. For me it has been especially noticeable when I have been flying on other servers than Cobalt and Miller.
And a free. One coming towards it as well. It was bowed.
Visual on hostile light assault trooper.
One come from behind. He crashed. Poor guy. One more. Towards our TI alloys. Oh crap. Yeah.
Airborne target identified.
Oh fucking hell, I got one on me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you got 2 on you now.
Yeah, one was...
Airborne target identified.
Nice.
coming from
Right.
Ceres Hydroponics.
Aussie at 5 by J9.
Never gonna let you.
Right, you found it.
baby, how am I going to praise to know?
Nice.
So now, Cobalt being my main server, I have Vanu and TR here. But since I don't play VS all that much, or haven't lately, I don't really know who is dangerous and who I should watch out for, which by now, if you're playing on your main character, your main server, you probably know that if you are an experienced pilot. And this has a big impact on the game. You will normally target the one that is most dangerous first, and then you also have all the flak and lock-ons and all the ground shooting at you. And what I found is that the more known you are on your server among all the opponents, the more you're going to take damage. But the thing that changes up the game the most is pure numbers. If your opponents outnumber you and your teammates, at least in the air, it just gets hopeless. And you see that in this video too, as when we are outnumbering our opponents, there's basically no fight at all. And this is one of the things you have to prepare yourself for. It is a numbers game to a massive degree actually, and when it comes to ground fights, it doesn't bother me as much, but the reason, or one of the reasons why we have decided to make Bling a small outfit is because we don't want to heavily outnumber our opponents. It just makes the game boring. And just like what you see here, a Bling squad normally consists of somewhere between 2 and 5 pilots, and anything above that is very unusual. It does happen, but it's very rare.
Thank you. Oh, 1, 2 above.
Hostile in the air.
3 above. 4.
Incoming enemy aircraft.
I need more afterburner. R1's trying to jump me. 2 more, 1 going after you. We've got 2 after me. Probably run out of ammo before I get him. Right, one more down. One of them's running away. Nice. How you do it? Right. Oh, there's one coming towards us as well. Yeah, same. Right, nice. Right, yeah, it's resupply.
So now this guy I really wanted to kill. He was able to catch me or kill me in mid-air when I bailed out after being jumped by like 5 mozzies. And yeah, that's something that a lot of people react on, bailing out from an aircraft. I don't see how that's different compared to getting out of a dying tank or sunderer, or fleeing inside the protection of a shield. But yeah, we're all different and we're all entitled to our opinions.
So where's the trash meant to be documented?
Orexium bitches. Thank you.
Mozzie on me, crossroads.
So I gotta say, it is a bit unfortunate with Shadowplay that it doesn't record your own voice. I am of course constantly communicating with my teammates during this gameplay.
Always the same. I mean, they push in with 20 maxes and now they're all dead. I have to teabag all of them.
That's a lot
Eyes on an enemy gunship.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor sure. He has to teabag over 20 maxes. Can you imagine the responsibility? Yeah, I sure wouldn't want to trade with him.
Oh, Matti, ninja.
So anyway, that was about 10 minutes, over 10 minutes of Scythe gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's gonna have to be all. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.
He's down.